Hi, I'm Rene Auberjonois, Odo on Deep Space Nine. Come and see me and hear me and talk to me and listen to me talk about myself on Generally Nerdy.
Generally Nerdy.
Being a passive fan of Deep Space Nine, that was really the one that I spent the most time watching. So I feel like I know you a little better than some of the other Star Trek actors. You have an extensive acting pedigree, aside from what most people might know you from. You started off in theater. What was the draw to go from theater to screen?
Well, it's all a process of evolution. The fact is, I came to Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, pretty late in my career. I already had worked, as you said, extensively in the theater, in classical, regional repertory theater companies in Washington, D.C., and San Francisco and Houston, around the country,
Right,
doing a
all over.
lot of classic work. And then I moved into New York and doing New York theater. And then I started doing film, MASH, the film version of MASH, the creation of
Correct.
it.
Right.
And then after that, did some television and started working in television. Resisted doing a regular role on a television series until our children got to an age where we had to really settle down. And so I was lucky enough to be asked to join the cast of a sitcom called Benson, which I did for 6 years. And then after that, kept working in the theater and film and doing guest shots on television. And then, I was in my 50s by the time, and I went back to Broadway and doing a lot of things. But then in my 50s, Star Trek came along, and that was really sort of, I jokingly said to my wife at the time, when I started doing Star Trek, I said, well, at least my obituary won't say best remembered as Clayton Endicott III on Benson. So,
And then from the screen, you went to behind the scenes in a number of ways. You were a director, a few episodes of
Yes.
Deep Space.
Yeah.
You did also some voice acting. The most notably, and I literally just learned this when I was looking you up, was Chef from The Little Mermaid.
yeah, les poissons, how I love les poissons.
So that again was just a natural evolution. Which would you prefer?
Well, I was in the theater, working in the theater in Los Angeles in the 70s, and a man named Gordon Hunt was the director at Hanna-Barbera
Oh, nice.
Studios, and he used theater actors, and he asked me to come, and I started doing voiceover.
So you were in
then.
voiceover before you hit
Yeah,
syndicated.
Yeah.
That's
right, yeah.
That's fantastic. So, being that you've been both in front and behind the screen, do you find on the episodes that you directed, did you have a little bit more freedom to do as you will, or was there more pressure?
The reason I've never really directed any more television after I directed the episodes that I did on Deep Space Nine, because directing for a television show that has, you have 8 days to do a lot of work, and it's not like being an auteur or directing a film where it's your vision. The vision is already, the tracks are laid, and your main responsibility is not to drive the train off the tracks,
Right.
to get it done. And that was great and a great experience, but I really wasn't interested in doing it more for other television series that were already on their tracks.
What about movies? Have you or would you direct feature length?
I haven't, and I think the ship has sailed on that. Our son just directed a wonderful film called Bloodstripe, which won the best film at the Los Angeles Film Festival.
Oh, well,
And,
congratulations.
he wrote it and directed it, and it stars his wife, and hopefully it'll be out soon.
It's fantastic.
Yes. So,
I believe that is our time, and I
Is it?
appreciate you sitting down
Thank
with
you.
me, sir.
Thanks. Great.
It's fantastic to sit down with the voice of Chef from The Little Mermaid. That's my profession outside of podcasting. Is
Oh, yeah.
I am a chef. So
Oh, you are?
I am.
Oh,
Yes.
great. Okay. Well, there you go.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.